Now this is going to be the same format every week. I use the same procedure, same format, we just change the content. So we like to keep the content different, but we like to keep the procedure the same because it's easier to understand. So we look at our new lesson. We start off with vocabulary. Now this is the 21 words. I would normally do this in the classroom with words that I choose myself, but for the purposes of e-teaching, online teaching, to make it easier for you to connect the book to what we're doing, I use the words from the textbook, okay? I picked 21 words. It's Excellency's idea, and it's a fantastic one because each week we do 21 words. By the end of the month, we've almost got 100 words in our pocket. And we keep them there, and we can bring them out to use in conversation. And with listening and speaking, this is what we're trying to do. We are trying to learn how to talk and understand the language, not just write it down. So vocabulary in our pocket that we understand and can use in talk and conversation is very important, all right? So we run through the 21 words. I will read the word to you so you know how it sounds, how it should be said. I will spell it for you, hopefully getting the right spelling. And I will also then tell you the meaning, and so that then we understand what the word means and we can actually use it in some conversations, some sentences. We look at whether it's a noun, an adjective or a verb, which I've written down there. And then after all that, we'll just play around with the words a little bit, what I like to call take out for a spin, to try them out in sentences so that we can put them into conversation. We can understand how to use them when we're talking. Okay, so let's kick off with the first word. First word, number one, activities. Activities, that's A-C-T-I-V-I-T-I-E-S. Activities. Now what are they? Well, we use them in our book. We do them in our book. Exercises, we call them activities. Things to do. Not only things that we're doing in the textbook, but it could also be things that we're doing in the garden. We could be doing an activity for our mum, planting something in the garden. We could be doing an activity for Ban, washing his car. Okay, anything that we're actually doing is activity, all right? We could be playing Mobile Legends, of course, as well. That also would be an activity. Right, number two, campus. C-A-M-P-U-S. Lovely word, campus. A word actually that we don't use in England that often. It is a word that's more used in America. Now it is an English word, of course, but it is more used in the United States than it is in England. We don't call the schools in England so much campuses. But the campus, the real meaning of it is the school ground. So if we look at your campus where you go to school here at Belty, if it was B6 where I am today, or B13, you would talk about the grounds, everything, including the car park, the outside, and all the classrooms and the building. All of that is the campus, okay, including the restaurant. So number three, miss. Now I like this word, not only because it's a double S, M-I-S-S, you know how much I like double letters, but also because it's got two meanings. Now, we can use it as a title, and in England we would use it for a woman, a girl, who's not married. So if her name was Sarah Jackson, we would call her Miss Jackson if she wasn't married. If she was married, we would call her Mrs. Jackson. Okay? But the meaning that I have for here is to long for, is to want to be with someone. If you miss someone, you can't wait to be with them. So every time you come to school in the morning, you miss your mum. Okay? So, number four, comfortable. Bit long there, bit of a tongue twister that one, comfortable. C-O-M-F-O-R-T-A-B-L-E. Comfortable. Feel easy. Comfortable in the sofa or in the armchair, comfortable on the floor eating with your family. But number five, I've given you the easier word, the more common word in conversation in English, comfy. It's the lazy word which we would use for comfortable. I call it lazy English. But in this case, we do use this word more than comfortable. Comfortable is a bit of a mouthful. So comfy, C-O-M-F-Y, same meaning, exactly the same meaning. The short word for comfortable, okay? So number six, nervous. Yes, nervous. N-E-R-V-O-U-S, nervous, an adjective there. I've given you the explanation as anxious, but you may actually not know that word either. But You know, when we do an exam or when we have a job interview or something we're doing where we're a bit under pressure, we might feel a little bit nervous, a little bit shy. I see people in the classroom sometimes, the student, and sometimes they are nervous, you know, and it's my job as a teacher to relax them, to take away that feeling that they're nervous or shy, so that we can bring out the best from you. So nervous, a little bit shy, a little bit anxious, a little bit worried, you know. Number 7, normal. Normal. Normal, yeah, common. Something that we see all the time. Normal clothes would be a pair of jeans, you know. Everybody wears jeans, totally normal. If you see a pair of jeans, oh, it's completely normal. If you see a moto in Phnom Penh, normal, right? Everywhere. Okay, number 8, one of my favourite words, I love this word, Pretty, pretty. Yes, pretty. What does it mean? Lovely looking, okay? Normally in England we would use that for a girl, okay? If you said a man was pretty, it would feel a little bit funny, yeah? So if we use that word, we use it about a girl. We would say the girl looks very pretty. If you wanted to say the man looked lovely, you would say handsome. Yeah, you would call him handsome. One is sort of male and one is sort of female. Number 9, quiet. Quiet, quiet. Of course, not noisy. Just as one point there, remember that silent is different to quiet, okay? Quiet is not much noise, but there is some. Silent is no noise at all. Silence is completely without noise. So there is a difference between the word quiet and silence if we were using it when we were talking, okay? Number 10, next one, feel. F-E-E-L, another double letter for me, double E. Experience, yeah, I mean, to feel something is to take it on. If you feel happy, you have a happy smile, you have a happy feeling, you have happiness. If you are sad, if you have a sad feeling, then you're not feeling happy, you're sad, not happy. So to take on something, to have experience, to have an experience, okay? Alright, so that's the first 10. Let's move on to the next.